Hi everyone, in this video we will be talking about vector triple product again, which is a very important topic for JEE. So let us start by talking about vector triple product. We had discussed this very briefly, like that this is a valid operation for vectors where B cross C is, there are two, so in vector triple product there will be three vectors A, B and C, and it's a vector, so the output is a vector, and then that's why you have two cross signs. So B cross C is a vector and A cross B cross is also vector. Here the brackets are very important. In the last video of scalar triple product, we discussed that you can write A dot B cross C is A cross B dot C. However, here vectors are really brackets are really important. Let us discuss how. So if we start with the earlier image of B cross C, then we know that B cross C is a vector. And if the vector which is perpendicular to the plane of B cross C, so let us say that A cross B is actually A cross N, and let us call this vector M. Now vector M is a vector which is perpendicular to both A and N, because that is the property of a cross product. So B cross C is a vector perpendicular to both B and C, or the plane of B and C, and M is a vector perpendicular to both A and N. So any vector perpendicular to N actually would lie in the plane of B and C, right? Because all the vectors perpendicular to N will lie in the plane of B and C. So M is also such vector. However, M also has a special property that it is perpendicular to vector A. So let us call these as isolated vector. And let us call this as vector in brackets. Let us call this as vector in brackets. So what we are saying is that A cross B cross C is a vector perpendicular to A and lying in the plane of B and C. Okay. A cross B cross C is a vector perpendicular to A and lying in the plane of B and C. So this is the first thing which I really want to emphasize, that this is how we should think about A cross B cross C. If you have something like A cross B bracket with C, then isolated vector is C and vector in brackets are A and B. So is a vector perpendicular to C and lying in the plane of A and B. Okay. I hope you are able to understand this logic. And the second property that I want to discuss is, because vector M, which is A cross B cross C, lies in the plane of B and C, so you should remember that we can write this as linear combination of B and C, right? Some P and Q are some scalar quantities, real values. So how can we write? We don't have to derive this, but just remember this as sort of a rule, that whenever you see something like this, if you have M is equal to A cross B cross C, then you take the isolated vector and dot it with the farther away from it vector. So you will write A dot C into B minus A dot B into C. So first you dot it with the out vector which is away from it and multiply with the near vector, then you dot it with the near vector and multiply with the farther vector, and you should have a minus in between. So this is scalar multiplies with vector, scalar multiplies with vector, so it's this will output is a vector and you have M. If you have, let us say M is equal to A cross B cross with C, then also this rule is applied. Then you will take C isolated vector, dot it with the vector farther away from it. So you can write this as C dot A into B minus C dot B into A. Okay, please remember this way of solving it. So first dot it with the outside vector farther away from it, and then multiply it with b, minus dot it with the near vector, multiply it with c. This is also what we did here. Okay. I really want you to learn these two properties again and again. Please do. You should remember that you cannot reverse, like you cannot exchange the brackets, because A cross B cross C with B cross C in the vector is a vector perpendicular to A lying in the plane of B and C, whereas this is a vector perpendicular to C and lying in the plane of A and B. So completely two different vectors. So I hope you will be able to understand this. Now these are the two only important properties for A cross B cross C. There is no physical significance other than understanding this part. That is the physical significance. So I really want to jump directly into the problem solving here. And the problem solving is that, let us go into question 1. Find a vector perpendicular to I plus 2j plus k and coplanar with I plus j and 2i plus j, and coplanar with I plus j and 2i plus j. Okay, so I hope that this should just directly, as soon as you see this problem, it should spark you vector triple product. And how can we do this problem? So this means that the isolated vector A is I plus 2j plus k, and B is I plus j, and C is 2i plus j. So M vector is A cross B cross C is A dot C into B vector minus A dot B into C vector, dotted with the farther vector multiplied with B minus A dot B into C vector, and A dot C, if you do, is 4, right? 1 into 2 plus 2 into 1 plus 0, 4B minus A dot B is 3C. So 4B minus 3C is 4i plus j minus 6i plus minus 3j, 4i plus 4j minus 6i minus 3j, and this is minus 2i plus j. And if we dot this vector, so let us check whether this vector is actually perpendicular. So it only has I and j, so that means it is coplanar with B and C. That is quite clear, because it seems to be coplanar with B and C, because we have found it as a linear combination of B and C. But is M dot A 0? M dot A, if you check it, it is minus 2 plus 2, so that is 0, which means it is perpendicular to A. Okay, so I hope that this makes sense and you are able to understand how to solve this problem. So now let us do one more problem, actually two more problems, but let us just do first this problem. This is probably my favorite problem of all the vector topics, and that is finding the value of A cross B, B cross C, and C cross A, and you haven't been given anything else, and you have to express this answer. And I just want to give you an idea of how to solve this problem. Okay, so the only way, there is nothing another information for this, so you have to open up the brackets. What do I mean by that? You can write this as A cross B dotted with B cross C cross with C cross A. Okay, now how to solve this problem, or how to go further about this? So we can assume one of these as a vector. Let us call this as M vector. So we have to evaluate first M cross C cross A, which is a scalar, which is a vector triple product. which means this is m dot a into c vector minus m dot c into a vector. Okay, so m dot a means b cross c dot a into c vector minus b cross c dot c into a vector. Now this is a scalar triple product, this is also a scalar triple product. This means that this is ABC, this is a cycle, ABC is followed, cross and dot can be changed, or I can write this as ABC into C, and this is BCC. If the same vector comes in scalar triple product, you can just directly write it to be 0, because these two vectors are cross of, I can change cross, dot and cross, so C cross C will be 0. So this means that this is ABC into C. So what I need to now find is A cross B dotted with some scalar ABC into C vector, and this means that this is ABC, like this is an intermediate step. Now from here to here, this is ABC multiplied with A cross B dot C, which is nothing but also ABC. So this becomes ABC whole square. So I hope that this gives you a very good idea that we can apply, how we can apply vector triple product using this dot rule, and then we can just directly get an answer of ABC whole square. It's a very, very beautiful problem, and I love this problem. It combines scalar triple product, vector triple product, and gives you a very elegant answer at the end. Okay, so I hope that you are now able to understand. These are like pure JEE problems. Both of these, like all the time they can come in JEE problems like this. Okay, so now let us do the last problem, which is a very quick problem I wanted to do. The question says, what is the value of, find the value of I cross A cross I plus J cross A cross J plus J cross A cross J plus K cross A cross K. Okay, so if you do it quickly, again open up the brackets like we have discussed for vector table product, then I cross I is 1, so it will become I dot I is 1 into A, so minus I dot A, or A dot I is the same thing, plus A vector, again J dot J into A is A vector, minus A dot J into J vector plus A minus A dot K into K vector, and this is A dot I is nothing but if A vector is AX plus AY plus AX I cap plus AY J cap plus AZ K cap, that A dot I is AX, right? So if you think about this, this is 3A vector minus AX I cap minus AY J cap minus AZ K cap, right? Because if I am assuming A vector is AX I cap plus AY J cap plus AZ K cap, A dot I is AX. So A dot I is the projection of vector A with the x axis, which is the x component of that vector. Similarly, so this is nothing but A vector, or the answer is 2A vector. Again, I really like this problem. It may have been a little quick for you to understand both these problems, but I hope that this gives you a very good idea of how we can use vector table product knowledge and basic knowledge of vectors to get very good questions and how to apply them. Okay, so in the last video we will be discussing more problems on vectors, and I hope that this was useful. This video was useful. So see you next time. Thank you.